Hello there! Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to a yoga flow for a healthy back. We start seated on our mats. Feel free to use the block underneath your sit bones and cross your legs any way comfortable. Take a few breaths here to lengthen your spine. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Rest your hands on your knees, and on your next inhalation, reach forward with your chest. As you exhale, round your back, lift your shoulders, draw your chin in. We will repeat for a couple of more times. Inhaling, pushing the chest forward, looking forward, and exhaling, rounding our back. Add your arms from the next one. Inhale and exhale. Hug an imaginary balloon in front of you. Inhale, reach back with your fingertips. Exhale, round. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, round and hollow your front body. Release your hands back down and start circling your body around. Control the way you move by gripping firmly onto your knees. Try to draw the biggest circle you can with the center of your torso, with the thoracic spine and solar plexus. Go for the same amount of circles in each direction. If there is any movement, any place where it feels good, feel free to pause there and just breathe into that stretch. We're almost there. And release. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Check the top right corner how to do that. If you cannot join your palms together, feel free to reverse your palms, but make sure that inner sides of your elbows point outwards. You can lower your chin into your chest or drop your head back. Release the grip, remove the block from underneath your hips, and walk your hands forward, folding over your crossed ankles. Give yourself a couple of breaths here. Start walking your hands to your right, sending your inhales and exhales into the left side of your body. For a deeper stretch, you can hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. Start walking your hands to the other side through the center, and this time breathing into the right side of your body. And come back. Roll over your ankles and come into downward facing dog. Start walking your feet, bending your knees, and pushing your heels down one at a time. Come on your toes and start making a gentle, soft waves with your body, coming forward, rounding your back, ending up in plank, and coming back into downward dog, reaching back with your hips. And one more. Reaching forward, rounding, and reaching back with the coccyx. Beautiful. Bring your knees down on the floor on your mat and settle for child's pose for a second. Start making the same waves with your spine, but in the tabletop position. We're reaching forward, rounding, and reaching back with the hips, bringing them down on the heels. Forward and rounding, and back and arching. Make sure that it all feels all right, that you don't have any painful or uncomfortable sensation in your spine. Come into the tabletop. We will take a couple of rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, hollow your front body. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat back. Inhale, cow pose. drop the tummy. Exhale, tummy in, chest in. Inhale, draw your head and hips to the right. Exhale, cat back. Same movement, cow, we're arching but moving our hips and head to the left. And rounding. Inhale to the right, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Inhale, left. And exhale, tuck your tail round, and this time lift your knees just slightly off the floor. Keep on holding the same shape, rounded shape in your back, drawing your tummy in and activating those deep core muscles. Slowly transition into downward facing dog once again. Now shorten the step in your dog and hold on to your left ankle or left heel with your right hand for a twist. Feel free to keep your knee bent, or if you want to go a little deeper in your twist and in your stretch, you can start straightening your bent knee. Keep on breathing. See if you can look under your left armpit. Release and let's change the side. Holding onto your right heel or ankle with your left hand, maybe straightening that leg. Last breath. And release it back to your downward facing dog, and from there start walking your hands towards your feet, coming into a ragdoll posture. With your knees bent and upper body relaxed, you can stay still here or rock from side to side or do any other gentle, subtle movement that fits this moment. Bend your knees even more, tuck your tailbone, keep your back rounded and start unrolling back to standing slowly. All the way up, make a couple of circles with your shoulders and stay where you are. I'm just changing my position to give you a better view of what we're gonna do next. Bend your knees, tuck your tail and relax the back of your pelvis. Shift your weight on the left foot and point your right toes. Lower the right side of the back of the pelvis. Relax it completely and start stretching your back muscles all the way, reaching as high as you can with your right fingertips. Once you're there, keep on moving and then shift your weight onto your right foot. Doing the same on the left side, relaxing and dropping left side of the back of your pelvis all the way and stretching left side of your back muscles. Remember to breathe through your tummy. We'll repeat again. This movement I learned from Yoga Synergy and it helps me personally with all my lower back issues a lot. It's actually almost the only savior that really helps me sometimes go through my day. We're finishing on the left side. Feel free to do it again, maybe one more time on the side that you feel you need. And eventually we will come to the center, bringing our left heel down, tucking the tail, dropping the back of the pelvis, breathing through the belly, coming into standing, lifting our arms with the hands to the heart center. I'll give you a better view again. So with the knees bent, we're dropping our hips, rounding our back, and then pushing our hips forward. Remember to breathe through the belly and back to center. Once again, drop the hips and start lifting, pushing your hips forward. And then again, rounding our lower back and then middle back and then upper back, and then straightening by pushing hips forward first, then chest, and then lifting our arms up. Move your feet towards the edges of the mat and sit down into Malasana. With your hands at the heart center, give yourself a couple of breaths here. Eventually, releasing your arms and gently, slowly, with control, sitting down on your mat. Straighten your legs forward. Shaking up your legs, remove the flesh from under the sit bones. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Give yourself some time here. Keep your knees bent if you need to. You're always welcome to do that, and use your breath to go deeper into the posture as long as you keep your back straight. Make sure that your tummy touches the thighs first, then your chest, maybe, or maybe you just stay there. And then maybe eventually you can hold on to your feet, but it's really not necessary if you feel comfortable and you feel that stretch enough just in the beginning of your breath. Make sure you listen to yourself and you don't push yourself too hard, don't overstretch, and just stop whenever your body tells you that this is enough. Bring your right foot into your left thigh for Janu Shirshasana. Check right top corner for the more gentle version of this posture, having the block underneath your knee and just leaning slightly forward. Or you can go forward all the way as much as your flexibility currently allows you. Make sure that you're using your breath to go deeper. Release the posture, bring your right hand right by your hip and lift your hips up standing on your right knee. Contract your glutes and tuck your tail under. You can just stay in the side stretch or go further and go for a gentle back bend. Sit back down. Same position with the legs. Bring your left hand in front of your left shin and we'll go for the side stretch from here. Make sure that you're leaning towards your left leg with your left ribs and not just rounding your body too much in order to reach that foot with your hand. This is really not the goal here. Just find that position, that move, that certain spot that gives you the best feeling without hurting yourself. Come back to center, lift your right leg off the floor, foot stays by the left inner thigh, and bring your elbow outside of your knee for Marichasana C variation. On the inhale, lengthen your spine, and on the exhale, see if you want to twist a little deeper, looking over your right shoulder for a deeper stretch. Come back to center, straighten your right leg, and shaking both legs up. We're changing the side, so repeating the same sequence on the left. We start again with Janu Shirshasana with our left foot into inner right thigh. This posture is a little bit of a twist, so make sure that you're folding over your straight leg, starting with your belly button. Give it a last breath, and then release the posture. Put your left hand by your hip and lift your hips up, standing on your left knee. Same here, make sure that you go as far as you want and that you repeat the same variation that you did on the right side. Come back down, bring your right hand in front of your right leg. We're going for our side stretch. Keeping the chest open, keeping that armpit open towards the ceiling. Keep on reaching over your head with your fingertips and make sure that you're laying your right ribs down towards your thigh and not trying to reach your foot. Last breath here. Come back up. And let's go for Marichasana C variation. Your right elbow outside of your left knee. Inhale, try to straighten your back, pushing your chest forward. And exhale, bring your left shoulder back behind you as much as you can for a deeper twist. Keep your straight leg engaged at all times with your foot still flexed. We're coming back to center and transitioning into Baddha Konasana, butterfly posture. In this variation, we're not going to fold forward. We're just going to stay here and just lean forward slightly to release any tension we may have in our lower back or in the back of the pelvis. Bring the knees together and we will sit cross-legged one more time, wrapping our arms into eagle. reaching up with the elbows, and we start circling those arms around, drawing as big circle as we possibly can, giving just a little bit more attention to our upper body. Make sure you do the same amount of circles in each direction. Release your arms and change the bind. So whichever arm was under, bring it on top this time around. And again, same amount of circles in two opposite directions. And as always, feel free to pause whenever you need if you feel that you need to give a little bit more attention to certain part of your body. We're coming back to center eventually and releasing our arms. Bring your palms on the mat, roll over your ankles, and let's come into a puppy pose position to give our chest, arms, and upper back this final, beautiful, juicy stretch. You can have your chin or forehead on the floor. For a deeper stretch in the arms, bring the palms together and lift them off the floor. Relax that space between your shoulder blades and try to sink your chest down. Release the pose, walk your hands back, set your hips on the heels, and relax here in child's pose. Enjoy your child's pose. Stay healthy, you guys. Take care of yourself. And I hope this video will help you release any kind of tension that you may have in your back, and make sure that you listen to yourself when you practice every time. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy practicing with me, and subscribe to my channel for more. Namaste.